On a crisp autumn morning in October 1841, Hartford, Connecticut's high society was rocked by a scandalous event at Trinity Episcopal Church. During her wedding ceremony, 19-year-old Bridget O'Sullivan, a beautiful Irish immigrant, collapsed after sipping from the ceremonial wine chalice, her body convulsing as white foam gathered on her lips. Her final, desperate whisper, "The wine, it burns," was heard by those in the front pew. 3 days later, authorities would uncover a chilling, premeditated murder plot, the details of which were so shocking the local newspaper refused to print them all. The killer had been sitting calmly among the guests, watching the horrific scene unfold. The story is one of deep-seated prejudice, financial desperation, and a mother's toxic obsession. Hartford in 1841 was a city divided, where the established Protestant elite viewed the influx of Irish Catholic immigrants with suspicion and disdain. At the pinnacle of this elite society was Elelonina Peaton, a 48-year-old widowed socialite who ruled over her late husband's fortune and their prestigious Prospect Street mansion. Her entire world revolved around her only son, William, the heir to the family's wealth and social standing. William, a well-educated and eligible bachelor, defied social conventions when he met and fell in love with Bridget O'Sullivan. Bridget, though an Irish immigrant and a seamstress, was intelligent, well-read, and refined. William saw only her character, but his mother saw a threat to everything she had built. To Elelonina, a marriage to an Irish girl meant social ruin, the dilution of their fortune, and the end of her control over the family legacy. Despite Elelonina's vehement protests and attempts to break them apart, William and Bridget became engaged. As the wedding day approached, Elelonina's desperation turned deadly. Using her late husband's business contacts, she obtained arsenic oxide, a potent and difficult-to-detect poison. She planned to administer it during the wedding ceremony itself. On the morning of October 13th, as Father Matthews blessed the union, Elelonina seized her moment. Under the guise of helping, she slipped the white powder into the ceremonial chalice and stirred it into the wine. William drank from it first with no ill effect. When Bridget took her sip, the poison was consumed. The effects were not immediate, causing Elelonina a moment of panic at the reception. However, within the hour, Bridget was overcome with violent symptoms, burning pain, nausea, and labored breathing. Dr. Harrison, a guest at the wedding, immediately suspected poisoning. His investigation quickly focused on the ceremonial wine. When a groggy Bridget regained consciousness and recalled seeing Elelonina tampering with the chalice, the truth was revealed. Cornered, Elelonina confessed, justifying her actions as necessary to save her son and their family name from the pollution of Irish blood. Elelonina Peaton was tried for attempted murder. The sensational trial exposed the deep social prejudices of the era. Despite her status, the evidence, Bridget's testimony, the chemical analysis of the chalice, and her own confession, was overwhelming. She was found guilty and sentenced to 15 years in prison. The scandal forever tarnished the Peaton name. William and Bridget, ostracized by Hartford society, moved to Boston where they built a happy and successful life together. Elelonina served 12 years and died alone and impoverished, never reconciling with her son or meeting her grandchildren. The case became an infamous cautionary tale about the destructive power of bigotry and a landmark example of justice being served, regardless of social standing. The marriage that prejudice tried to destroy ultimately proved to be stronger than the hatred that sought to end it.